dealing with a pregnant wife, man. How's that going?
Bro, I've been taking a lot of responsibilities in the house. When I found out she was pregnant, something clicked in my mind like, oh, let's go. Let's do this.
Babies kind of need to be taught to sleep for a routine. That's why the SNOO is lit, bro. It looks crazy because the baby's in there like this. But then they're knocked out.
Yo, let me try that.
You're gonna be relearning each other under a different light. Be patient, be nice.
Yeah. Hey, that's good advice. I've never heard that.
I'm so turned on right now. Tim's here. How do you say your last name? We've been saying Tim C just out of respect because we don't want to say it wrong.
If you see it on paper, it's exactly how it's spelled. All the A's are A's. So it's Chanta Rang Su.
Yeah, I told you.
I thought it was
Chanta.
Chanta Rang Su.
Chantarangsu.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right.
Anyways, welcome back. Welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
We had to bring you back because last time we talked about, a lot of your fatherlyhood, a lot of your kids, and at the time I already knew I was gonna be a dad, but it was like in the first trimester where we couldn't really think.
Yeah, he was lying to you. He felt bad. He's like,
no, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, we touched on it, and then in Toronto, when we were all in Toronto, you told me, and I was like, oh,
yeah.
Hell yeah. How fun.
Yeah, the floodgates are out now. I can talk about it.
Oh, not yet. When her water breaks, woo, it's gonna be crazy. She might shit. You might shit.
I probably will.
Wait, during the water break?
Well, during the pushing, yeah.
Oh,
okay,
the pushing. Oh, yeah, that's common. Yeah. I might shit too.
No, you should just do it for just for
solidarity.
Support.
Yeah.
Okay, could you walk me through this? Okay, so, when was your daughter born? Like, how many weeks in? Do you remember?
Daughter was born. Like it was pretty much a
40
full
weeks?
term situation. I think she was around 36. Nope, that's a lie.
Oh.
Because I wanted to make a Pisces baby like me.
Yeah.
I was like, to my wife, Chia, I was like, yo, I'm a Pisces. Let's try and time it out and have a Pisces because I love myself.
Did you induce? Did you get it
So
induced?
here's what happened. Here's what happened. We busted nuts on schedule. She got pregnant immediately, like in a week. We got pregnant.
Okay.
And it was on schedule, a Pisces
Wow.
baby. And then
Oh.
goddamn Veyda came a week early. Aquarius.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, keeping me on my toes from the jump. So that is so it wasn't full term. She was like a week early.
39, yeah.
Yeah, 39, just around there, something like that. Yeah.
You remember the moment like the water breaking?
Yeah, what,
then,
were you
like-
sleeping? What happened?
I do. I remember specifically because we caught it on the vlog.
Oh.
Yeah.
No way.
Like literally, I happened to be. We're at home. It was at night. I think it was around 8 p.m. And Chia was just getting ready for bed, and then she was like changing, and she was like, "Oh my God!" And I ran into the bedroom. She's like, "Oh my God!" And she was just, it was like she had spilled a little jug of water out of her cooch.
She's water bending.
Yeah, the little baby was in there.
What did you think when she said, "Oh my God"? You thought she fell
Wait,
or
is
hit
it?
something?
Yeah,
or?
it's like you never know because Chia will say, "Oh my God," if she has like blunt head trauma or if there's like an ant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like you don't get along with your aunts?
Yeah, one of my annoying Thai aunties was just in there being popped up out of the bed.
Oh, dang.
So yeah, immediately I caught it on camera. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And then so it's not like in the movies though, because in the movies as soon as the water breaks, you're like, oh shit, get the suitcase and everything's spilling all over the place.
Yeah.
But if everything's going how it should be, you kind of you have time
Okay.
to just kind of
How much
you're
time?
waiting to become fully like dilated and all that.
So you don't have to go to the hospital right away?
No, you gotta wait until you're
10.
some centimeters dilated, like almost 10.
Oh, okay.
Dilated. Wait, how do you know? She just knows? She's like, I'm
You have a
about
ruler?
9.
Well,
You have to measure?
Yeah,
Wait,
it's
like-
what is dilate?
you go and then they'll check you. And that will determine if, like, I think some women will go and they'll kind of like be told to go home, and like they're like, go chill somewhere because they won't admit you immediately unless you're like pretty much there. You
So
know what I'm saying?
dilation is your cervix where the baby comes out of. It's usually like super tiny. So
Yeah.
it has to get to a specific point
Yeah.
for
And you can, wait, you're talking about vagina?
Yeah.
like cervix, like inside of it.
The cervix.
So
yeah.
you can't see it. So you don't know how far you are.
Stick a finger up there,
They
right?
gotta,
Correct?
they gotta get the fingers
Yeah.
in there and check.
Yeah.
Wait, can you check that at home?
It's fun time.
Like I don't know if you can actually tell.
Yeah,
but-
because you wouldn't know what you're feeling for. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're chilling. The water breaks, and then so Chia was, she's getting her snacks together, and she's getting her we're just getting our stuff together.
Yeah.
And that was, that did we go? Oh, you know what? I think the water broke.
You went to go see a movie.
It might have been. We had time. Because I remember being there in the morning. Yes. Okay, no, I'm lying. It didn't happen at night. It happened in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Because when we were going to the hospital, I remember specifically, I was worried about traffic because we lived near a very full, traffic-y street.
Mm-hmm.
But that morning, it was like universe and God, because that shit, it was blocked off.
Wow.
So everything was clear. Like they were
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
some type of, it was an accident. Thank God someone got into an accident. There was something, but it was blocked off.
Okay.
So it was like a clear, clearer shot to the hospital,
Was it a far drive or?
Nah, without traffic, 30, 20, 30.
Mm-hmm.
With traffic, 40 to an hour. So there was no traffic, thank God. We were good. We were good.
Okay,
yeah.
so what happens? I'm trying to visualize it because I have it all played out in my head. Hospital bag, where did it go? Do you you drop her off? Someone picks her up from the car?
So my circumstances were a little different because she
Okay.
was a COVID baby.
Uh-huh. Oh,
So they were a little more strict on
Sure.
all the regulations and who they let in.
Mm-hmm.
We got there, and Chia actually had to go in by herself first.
Oh.
And then they had to make sure that she's ready before they let her into a room. You know what I'm saying? So but I remember I dropped her off at the front. We check in, she goes up. I went and parked the car, grabbed we had a big bouncy ball. That's to help. Cause our doula brought this ball. It kind of helps them get into different positions and shit.
Yeah.
So we had
It's kind of like a yoga ball kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay, you have one of those? You have one
Yeah.
of those? Yeah, let's go.
So I had one of those, and I also had a cooler because I was taking the placenta because we turned it into pills, and I ate half of it.
Oh, wow.
So there's
Oh,
that.
Are we going
But-
to do that?
Hey man.
When it's right there. Should we do it? Yeah. Oh, hey.
But I say all that to say, we had to wait until she gave me the call and was like, "Hey, I'm in a room now. You can come up." And then, but it was no visitors. It was just me. Even our doula wasn't allowed. The doula was zooming in.
Yeah.
So it was just me and her and the doctors. And
wow.
yeah. So I think y'all at this point you can have someone else in the room, right? And then
Hopefully.
you'll be able to have visitors when the baby's born. We kind of preferred that though, because I feel like, especially if you got a big family. I mean, you're Filipino, so you probably gonna have all types of people coming in to visit the baby.
Yep.
We were like, sorry y'all, no one's allowed. Stay the fuck away, which was kind of nice. Because they already have a lot of nurses and people coming in every hour or so to check this and check that. So it can be a little difficult to chill. But so yeah.
How long was the whole process from the hospital, when you got in?
So from start to finish, I think we got to the hospital. We checked in. I remember the Veyda being born around 1 a.m. And when did we get to, it's all kind of a blur of when we actually got to the hospital. I feel like we got there. I don't know.
It just
man.
happened so fast. You're just
Kind of fast.
Yeah.
The first baby wasn't as fast. Second baby was super fast. No time for an epidural. Second baby, Chia went in completely raw dog, no meds, no anything, completely natural, unmedicated birth, as they say. First one, Chia was like, give me that fucking epidural as soon as you can. So she was, yes, that's right. We were there in the hospital as we're waiting for her to get fully dilated, and she's having her contractions. So I have footage of her just kind of just writhing around, screaming in pain.
Oh, no. Sorry.
Before the epidural, because you have to get to a certain point before they can give you the epidural. And she was like, as soon as please give me that epidural as soon as you can, you know what I'm saying?
And then was it relief immediately?
Immediate relief.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
After that, she was like, I'm chilling. Some people only let you have ice. They let her eat Jello, so she's kind of chilling, eating her Jello.
Did you get Jello?
I did not even. I didn't get shit.
What? That's wow.
I went and had some Carl's Jr. while I was waiting.
Okay.
So there's a Carl's Jr. across the street. It was great. And had her epidural, had her Jello, and then it's just pushing. And 1 a.m. baby was born. What else?
Yeah.
Dang.
How was that moment though? Like you saw her?
I'll tell you this before even the baby was
Sure.
born though, there was like a scary moment where sometimes happens you don't know exactly all the medical
course.
talk, right? So there was a point where something dropped or something I forget exactly what, but all of a sudden you hear a little beep, bunch of nurses come in.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, you got to do this and this and that. And then you don't even know how to be like supportive when stuff like that happens because
Yeah.
you don't want to be in the way.
Yeah.
So I kind of was like, I'm in the corner as like all these doctors are coming in, they're doing something, and then everything was fine. But for like a few seconds, it's like, oh, what's happening, right? It turned out to be just like nothing, but still, it can be a little scary when you don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
That's true. Plus the doula was on Zoom.
And the doula's on Zoom,
Yeah,
so
so it's
she
kinda
couldn't
hard.
and luckily our doula. I mean, it would have been great if she was in there because she also has like a nurse background, so she would have been able to tell me what was going on.
Yeah.
But she was on Zoom, and I didn't know what was going on, so I just kind of had to wait. And then when the nurses are checking for the dilation, they really got to get in there. So it's like I was looking like that looks uncomfortable.
Just keep looking over.
But yeah, I'm like.
Monette is here, audience.
Yeah.
Just so you know, she's on camera too.
But yeah, man. And then the baby was born. My daughter was born, and I helped cut the cord, which was lit. We were able to. We were big on just making it a vibe for Chia's room. Like we set up little like white Christmas lights.
Oh, cool.
And we were playing 90s 2000s hip hop. And I feel like when the baby was born, it was we were hearing I ain't never scared, Bone Crusher. So it was kind of like yeah, fucking push, you know. And yeah, I cut the cord. It was great. I didn't cry. I thought I was gonna cry.
Oh wow.
Because it was I cried for the second one, for the boy. I got a little teary. But I feel like for the first one, I was it feels unreal. You know what I'm saying?
Were you just like overwhelmed?
I just didn't. It felt like I was watching a movie of myself. You know what I'm saying? Like it didn't feel real until probably a month later where I was like, oh, I have a baby. You know, because it's so crazy when everything's happening. Even leading up to it, it doesn't feel like it's actually happening to you. So I didn't cry. I was just kind of just in shock. You know. But yeah.
Oh wow.
And you're gonna sleep in a very uncomfortable chair.
Okay.
All the hospitals have super uncomfortable chairs for the dads to sleep in.
How did you? So, your daughter was born at 1 a.m. How do you even sleep that night?
True.
You don't, man.
Adrenaline.
Especially for dad, you know, I think you are so concerned about making sure your wife is good and your baby is good, and then like there's people coming in every hour to check the babies, this and this and that. So you don't really get a lot of sleep as a dad. And you hope your wifey gets some sleep, right? I for sure have a picture when we got back from the hospital, just knocked out holding the baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because when you finally get a moment, you're like, oh God, okay, I can relax now. But
Do you sleep fast? Are you like a fast napper? Like can you close your eyes and nap?
in my regular life,
Yes, like normally.
if my brain's not thinking about stuff,
Okay.
I start to I pray. That's how I fall asleep because it helps me just focus on something. So my mind's not everywhere. So I'm always like, dear God, yeah, man, you know what's gonna happen, bro. I'm sorry about this. Hey, can you please bless? You know what I'm saying? That I'm out.
Because it takes me a long time to nap, so that's where I'm really.
What do you
really-
think? What do you think that's offensive? He's like, yo, what were you gonna say?
In my head, I'm always like, you made me this way, bro. Your fault.
He's like, you already know what I was gonna say.
Exactly.
You're right.
Dang, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're so excited.
So excited, bro. Ever since we let you know the first time, I've just been kind of texting you and like, yo, what stroller you got,
you guys
bro?
been texting about it?
Yo, you what crib you got? And every time,
It's a lot.
And then immediately I'm like, babe, what kind of stroller is it?
and then a week after we get it, I take a picture. Yo, I got it.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, use my code. No. But yeah, man, I'm glad to help. You know. I just think it's fun.
Yeah,
I
dude.
think it's all fun, and I'm I'm glad I could be of assistance.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
How did you get like as us influencers? Did you get like brand deals for diapers and stuff?
Yeah, we still get free diapers to this day.
What?
Yeah, because I'll plug you with them too. They're
Okay.
great. They're great. And Freestyle, shout out to Freestyle Diapers.
Freestyle Diapers?
That was for me. But if you want to work with him, he might cut that. But if you want to work with him, he'll keep it in there.
Oh yeah.
Here and there, we didn't get like big brand deals, but we get the occasional one here and there.
Yeah.
Toy company, little strollers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
A lot of free things. Yeah. And like I said, bro, engagement way up, bro, on that IG, dog. Soon as you start-
Engagement?
yeah.
Oh,
As soon as
yeah.
you start posting those baby pictures. Are you guys gonna show the baby or not? Gonna keep it private?
No. Yeah. What are your thoughts on that too? Like, I know some people hide the baby.
Yeah, I think it's on you. It's on you. It's like some people keep it totally private, or some put the emoji on the face. You
Yeah.
know? I'm like, whatever, man.
I feel like most parents are like you,
Yeah.
and then they start relaxing after, like, oh, you know what? It's not as big a deal as we were thinking before.
No, bro, they're gonna be 25. Still put emojis in their face. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I think from the beginning, and I just got such cute ass kids. I'm like,
Yeah.
I want to show these kids off.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking
Yeah,
too. I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
man, I'm just gonna be with them all the time, playing with them all the time, and I'm
Bro.
on camera a lot, so it's gonna be hard to not have them on camera, but not making them the main focus.
Bro, I
But-
died when the slow motion of your son jumping off.
Yeah,
Have you seen that? Yeah, I did.
I know. His face plants into the mattress.
Yeah.
It's the best. It's the best. It's so fun. And I always like, I don't know, I'll see Chrissy Teigen and John Legends. They always post their cute ass kids. So I'm like, all right, I can post my kids.
Yeah.
If Drake can post his son, I can post my son,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So what was the biggest difference between first and second? Like, what was it a lot? Was the second pregnancy a lot easier on her? How far apart were they?
Yeah. So it was 2 years. They're 2 years apart. So like after the first year of Veyda being alive, we're like, all right, let's start trying for another one. I said, okay, cool, sounds good.
Was it just as fast?
No.
Oh,
Actually,
a lot harder.
Yes. I don't know why. Because, like I said, with the first baby, with my daughter, we got pregnant like after a week of trying. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Just like, and Chia was very meticulous, like tracking her ovulation, taking her temperature, like everything. Nothing, I knew nothing of that. You know what I'm saying?
And during the first pregnancy.
During the first
Yeah, okay.
pregnancy. Yeah. To the point where, I don't know if I talked about this the first time, but like when we were trying, she would like wake me up at 5 a.m. She's like 5 a.m. She's like, I'm ovulating. I'm ovulating. Did I talk about this?
Yeah.
Oh no! Wait, you did?
Oh wait, no, we did.
Or did I talk about it in person in Toronto?
No,
I don't know.
I thought we talked about it in
On the pod?
maybe in Toronto. I don't know.
I'll tell
Anyways,
it again.
yeah,
I'll tell it again.
Yeah.
So when we were trying for the first one, she's tracking her ovulation, right? And it's like 5 a.m. She woke me up. She's like, I'm ovulating. We gotta do it. We gotta do it. I'm like, oh yeah. I was like, let me take it. Let me take it first. give me 20 minutes to poop, and then we can do it. So it was that, to the point where I was like, God, I'm so tired. Can we take a break? She's like, oh, what happened to you, Mr. Horny Boy?
How often?
You need a break now? Okay.
How often were you like doing that?
At least like 3 times a day.
Okay. For how long?
For like, I mean, I feel like it was a good like 4 days of
3
just like,
times a day?
yeah, and I was like, can we take a break tomorrow?
Dang, I would need to be, I would need like a late one and an early one and then a middle. I need as much time in between as
Yeah,
possible.
yeah,
I
for
gotta
sure.
Regenerate.
Yeah, exactly. Just like just charge up a little bit. So it only took a week, and then so for the second baby, we really thought like, okay, easy, right? Like,
Yeah.
And then but it was some months. Probably I want to feel like 6 to 8 months.
Oh,
we
wow.
were trying. Yeah, and even we
3 times a day for 8 months?
no. We didn't go.
Oh, that's during ovulation. Oh,
Yeah,
see,
during
I'm not
ovulation.
gonna be a dad yet. So
We didn't. And that was kind of surprising for us, to the point where Chia was kind of panicking.
Oh,
She was
wow.
like, yo,
Yeah.
if we don't get pregnant like soon, I'm going to look into IVF. I was like,
Yeah.
can you chill? Like some couples try for like 2 years. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So like just relax. We don't got to do all that yet. And we had like a little like, we got pregnant once and lost the baby. Like had like an early like miscarriage.
before Veyda?
After Veyda, when we
Oh.
were trying for the second one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry
So
to
it was
hear
a
that.
little, it was a little, it was a struggle for the second baby. But then, we had our rainbow baby, as they say. It's when you have the miscarriage and they get pregnant like right after that.
Okay.
So literally like when we lost the first little pregnancy, like a month later, she got pregnant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Oh.
yeah, it took like I want to say like 6 to 8 months.
Why is it called a rainbow baby though?
It's because you lose one and then it's just like it
Like
just
a,
happens.
like a rainbow
It's kinda
miracle, like a miracle.
Maybe
right?
like the maybe like a after a dark cloud
Yeah.
situation. That's just
Yeah.
me thinking.
Oh yeah,
though.
that's a good one.
I'm so sorry that happened.
Hey
dude.
man, you know
That's-
it's okay. It happens.
yeah,
You know?
yeah, it does.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a struggle. But you know, we got my beautiful boy, my beautiful girl. With his birth way faster. They'll say the second baby comes way faster.
And her pregnancy was easier or same?
Pregnancy was a little different. Let me think. I think she was mentally just a little more relaxed because she's like, I've been through this before.
Yeah.
Wasn't as like just paranoid about
course,
everything.
yeah.
But she's still just a very cautious girl. You know, she wasn't eating like deli sandwiches or, you know, because that's a thing.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, you know. Y'all
yeah. She's been craving the freaking Jersey Mikes.
Yeah, that's the one. Immediately after Chia gave birth.
Alexis was craving Jersey Mike's like yesterday, and we went. What? She was like, "I want Jersey Mike's," and I was like, "Oh, okay."
Oh,
And we went, and I got her Jersey Mike's. Yeah,
Oh my.
Or
that
is
was
it-
yesterday.
Oh my. Soft launch announcement.
Oh no!
Wait. All right.
But yeah, second baby was so fast. She literally almost gave birth in the car. The baby was coming so
That's
fast.
really?
Yeah, she was like, "Yo, this baby's coming right now." Where I feel like when we're in the hospital for some hours and hours with Veyda for the second baby Q.
Yeah.
Didn't even have time for the epidural. You know what I'm saying?
Because
Like,
it was too beyond.
I think the bodies have already been through it.
Yeah.
And then so
It's just quick.
they're just, you know, it's just ready to go. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
how? What about pain wise? She didn't even need the. She didn't even want the
Bro,
epidural.
Our doula was there
Yeah.
this time.
Uh-huh.
Chia was, of course, she was going through the pain, but she was like, "Yo," so the epidural guy comes in. He's taking out his like suitcase, ready
Yeah.
to take the shit out. And she's like, "No, we gotta go. I gotta push right now." She felt the baby coming. So he's like, "All right," back the shit up. He
my
left. He was like, "Oh, okay,"
God.
left. And here's what's so annoying, bro. So if you have Chia tell the story, she'll be like, "You know what? So like, told the epidural guy to go. I didn't know what to do. It was just me. And the doula." Sarah is the doula's name. She's like, "It's me and Sarah." Sarah was like holding my hand. Sarah's in my face. I don't know where Tim was. It's just me and Sarah. She's got me through it. And I'm like, I was literally next to you holding your hand the whole time. But she was so hyper focused because the doula was in Chia's face like, "It's okay. You got
Yeah.
this. You're made for this. Your body was made for this. You can do this." And I don't really know what to say, right?
Yeah.
So, but I'm there. I'm next to her and I'm like, You got this, babe. I got petting her. "You got this, baby girl." But she blocked me out. You know what I'm saying?
Where's Tara?
Yeah, she's like, "My fucking husband wasn't even there for me." But yeah, it was like 2 pushes. I want to say 2 big pushes.
That's
and
crazy.
She was out. Yeah.
So you're done.
We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. In my head, I think when we talk about the grand scheme of things, you know, initially Chia said she wanted like 4, and then when we were in the thick of it with 2, and we're just exhausted, I was like,
Yeah, dude.
done.
Yeah.
But you know, she told me like, "Hey, just wait until you know, like Veyda's in school and Q's in daycare."
How old's your son now?
My boy's 2.5.
Do you get
Okay,
sleep
okay.
now? Like when do you
We
have-
get sleep because
Okay,
we
good.
sleep trained as well. I mean, you know, people go different ways on that.
Sure.
Some people you don't like it. Some people swear by it. We definitely are a swear by it as couple.
What is sleep training?
So sleep training, see, if you don't know, what people kind of don't know is that like babies kind of need to be taught to sleep for a routine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
of course.
because their brains are there's so much going on.
Yeah, so
They don't
much stimulus.
Yeah, they don't really understand that like, oh, okay, lights out time is necessarily sleep time, you know? So sometimes when you have these babies that just are just crying all night, it's because they don't know how to sleep, right? So if you believe in it. So we hired a sleep trainer to help us, a professional, but some people don't need all that. Some people just kind of go by online tips or
Do
whatever.
you feel like you
Sure.
needed it?
We think it was really helpful.
Yeah.
And you know, I recognize not everybody can pay to hire a sleep trainer, but she has a process that is very like strict.
Huh.
And it's the struggle of like, you know, when you hear people saying like, "Oh, you gotta let the baby cry it out and kind of like let them go to sleep."
Yeah.
Like, figure it out. They got to learn to soothe themselves. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Because if you keep coming in every time they cry, then they expect you to come in every time they
Yeah.
cry. So that's why it's like the sleep trainer, she puts you on the schedule where it's like don't come in between these hours, or after you put the baby, do this. Like, come in for like 10 seconds and then leave. So the baby knows that you're there, but also they're not expecting you to pick them up every time. Shit like that, right? So we trained Veyda at around 7-8 months, and then we trained Q as soon as we could, which was like around like 5 months, I think. And now and afterwards they sleep like through the night, like 7 p.m. to like 7 a.m.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean it might be a couple cries randomly here and there, but for the most part they sleep. But what was fucked up was the hardest part is letting them sleep, letting them cry, because it feels like you're like abandoning your child. You know what I'm saying? So I remember when we first started sleep training Veyda, because the whole process is no longer than like a week or so.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, it's like 3 to 5 days,
and then they're
out.
What? Oh, wow.
If it works.
Yeah.
So with Veyda, you're not supposed to sleep train babies when they're sick, right? But Veyda was like at the end of her sickness, we're like, okay, let's do it. Like she's good. And she will say, don't wake the baby up between like 4 a.m. and 6 a.m. And I remember she was getting off of a sickness. It was 4 a.m. and she's immediately crying, right? And I'm like, because we wanted to go in there, comfort or whatever, but we're like, she's like, don't go in between 4 and 6 a.m. So we're in there, let's fucking cry for 2 hours, and it was so hard, right?
Wow.
And we went in there. She's sitting up, had shitted herself, of course, snot down her nose, tears in her eyes, and she turned around like, what the man? Like, as soon as I opened the door, I feel like her face was like, are you serious? I'm sitting in shit. I have snot.
You didn't have like a monitor or something?
We did, but like we can't go in there.
Oh, it's dark.
I didn't know she had shit herself.
Yeah, how old was she at that
She was
time?
like 8 months,
Oh
7 months,
my
something like that.
gosh.
She's like, come on, man. You know, and I was like, oh my God, baby, I'm so sorry. But after like 3 days of like what feels like torture, then it's like they can knock out, and they do. You know?
Wow.
So you didn't do the sleep training until 8 months in?
Yeah, because it was kind of like for our first one, we weren't sure what the protocol was.
So what about the second one? Did you wait that long?
Like 5 months? 4
Oh,
months.
okay.
5, I think 4 is like I forget, but you can do it when they're 4, something like that.
Yeah.
So we did it as soon as we could with Q, and yeah, all is good. They sleep. You know, some people will say, you know what, it's a deep psychological like trauma you're putting on them when you do that, because it makes you feel like the parents aren't there. Whatever the fuck. I don't know. All I know is we're getting good sleep. So.
You ever heard of the 5 S's? Is that what the happiest baby on the block book? Have you ever heard of that?
Silky. Sensational. Silly.
You ran out of words.
Sassy. No, what is it? What's the 5 S's?
Basically, the first or the first 3 months after the baby's born, it's kind of like the 4th trimester, they call it.
Oh, okay.
So you kind of, the book basically says you want to replicate the womb that they're used to. And in order to simulate the womb, you got to use 5 S's. The first S is shh. That's because that's all they hear in the womb, because like all the intestines and everything moving. So you got to just be like shh.
Yeah.
And then the second S is swaddle, because you want them to kind of embrace
yeah,
kind of
just
like
feel
the
trapped in there.
amniotic the fluids and stuff. And then 3 is sideways. You got to turn the baby sideways, because that's kind of what they're used to in the womb.
Okay.
The 4th S, I think it was suck. Like you're sucking
Don't
on
look at
something.
me. I don't know.
I remember we talked about this. And then what's the last? There's 5 S's, but apparently that's
Slither.
yeah.
That's why the SNOO is lit, bro, because it does
all that?
It part of it is it's emulating, or it's like, recreating the movement of them in the womb, because they got the swaddle built in. And the shit's crazy, right? Because like you were saying, it helps them relax because it's supposed to remind them of the womb. And, moms are walking around a lot and shit when they're in the womb, right? Because the SNOO, what it is, Alex.
Wait, yeah, what's a SNOO?
The SNOO is like this very fancy like bassinet that you can like control with your phone. And what it is when the baby starts to cry, it'll detect it and start to move by itself.
Oh.
So, and you can turn it up if you want to, if you just want to rock the baby a little harder.
Yeah.
But it's crazy because when you're first using it and the baby's crying, this shit starts to go. It looks crazy because the baby's in there like this. Look.
I mean, if you think about it, it's how they are in the womb right now.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. But when you see it on the monitor, you're like, oh, fuck. Is it okay? But then they're knocked out, you know, and they sleep great.
You're like, yo, let me try that.
Just hire people to shake your bed.
So we got one. That was one of the products. Expensive as hell, but
Yeah.
we'll see what happens.
Yeah, man, we have homies that use it and didn't like it, but we loved it. We think it worked for sure.
Yeah.
And it has like, it'll have sounds, you know, like the shing and the waves and whatever.
Yeah,
so, yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, he's going first, and then I'm gonna be like, yo, you're not using that anymore?
It's so, a lot of people will like rent theirs out, or a lot of people will rent the SNOO because I mean you don't need it for forever.
Yeah.
You know, so
Probably like the first 3 months.
yeah.
Yeah. See, 4th trimester,
Yeah,
bro.
man.
There you go.
And you can just crawl in there, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, the 5th S is a swing. So you just got swing. I guess that's. I don't know if this is swinging, but just a little swing here.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Dang. How about how's dealing with a pregnant wife, man? How's that going?
Bro,
Huh?
I've been taking a lot of responsibilities in the house.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like when I found out she was pregnant, something clicked in my mind. Like, oh, let's go, let's do this. I gotta, cook more. Do you cook?
No, but I learned to make something.
Yeah. I started to cook more.
Yeah.
Clean more. I don't know, whatever she can't, do, like lift, obviously, like,
For sure.
and yeah, I don't know. I was trying to prep to be a dad, dude.
Yeah, man. I kind of f***ed up. Chia was like 8 months pregnant, and I caught COVID. It was so because this was during the lockdown.
The peak one, yeah.
Yeah, and so it was so dumb. She's still like is so like just annoyed of me to this day because of this. But like the homie Bart, JK Bart. He was like, hey, man, I'm having some people over for a fight, like to watch a fight. Like, we haven't seen each other in so long. If you want to come through. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'll go to Bart's house and watch a fight. Like, everyone's been locked up. And I'm like, I'm going to go kick it with the homies, right?
Yeah.
I drive to his house. And she's like, do you really need to go? Like, why? She's like, you don't care that much about the fight? I'm like, I just want to be around friends, right? So she's like, all right, man, whatever, go. So I go, and I was masked up, but I went in, and it's one of those where I walk in, and I have my mask on, and everyone's looking at me like, why does this fool have a mask on? And I gave in to the peer pressure. I was like, oh, hey, guys, what's up, right? So I'm chilling. I'm talking to everybody. It's a good time. And I come back the next day, and she was already asleep, so I slept in my little corner of the bed. And then Bart texted me the next morning. He's like, hey, man, I felt a little funny this morning when I got tested. I have COVID. I was like, oh. I read the text to Chia. She's like, are you serious? I fucking grabbed a bag, packed my shit, went to a hotel for like a week.
Yeah.
And then after that, she was like, just come home. So I stayed upstairs. But like, so I'm upstairs, locked away, quarantined for like another week or so while my 8-month pregnant wife is like walking up the stairs, bringing me breakfast and shit.
Were you sick too?
She was pissed.
Did you have a lot of symptoms?
I wasn't tasting things. Yeah. I was like fully had COVID. And she was just, she's like, yeah, your food's at the door. I'm like, sorry.
Oh, no. Yeah, Mona would have been livid
Yeah.
if I did something like that, right? Yeah. Oh, she said she would have killed me.
Is there anything that you were like, dang, I probably should have done differently? Or like you would tell Roy, like, hey, you're of age, make sure you don't get COVID.
Definitely don't go out and hang out with friends during a pandemic. Yeah. There's my tip for sure. You know what, man? I guess I feel like you're gonna be so tired, right? For the first few months, for sure.
Yeah. Like how much sleep did you get at all?
First couple months, you're not really sleeping.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Isn't that bad for your body, dude?
It's not good.
Yeah.
You didn't have a night nurse or anything?
No, we didn't do the night nurse. And look, you will get both of y'all are gonna be frustrated at plenty of times, right? So I think it's just important to be patient,
Of course.
and just be nice to each other. It's easy to get frustrated because like babies, especially when you got two. Well, I mean, y'all got one, so you're chilling.
Okay.
But it will as a couple, it'll take you places that you've never been before necessarily, because like, Like I had never seen Chia raise her voice until we started having kids.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying? But she has to boss up with the kids because I'm so unserious.
Wait, raise her voice at you or to
And
the kids?
in life,
Oh.
I've never heard her like raise her voice.
Oh wow.
And until we had the kids, and I was like, oh shit, where'd that come from? You know? And the difference is also like when you're functioning as a couple, you're learning each other like how to just exist, like balancing each other out. But then when you have a kid, it's like you might have different opinions on how to raise this person, things that you've never talked about before or even thought about.
Got it.
Where Chia will be like, hey, baby girl, maybe don't do that. And in my head, I'm like, is it that serious? Things I don't think it's a big deal.
Yeah.
So afterwards, we kind of got to be like, really? I feel this way, you feel that? Because it's like shit that we've never, ever talked about before. So it's like you're kind of learning brand new parts of your partner that you've never even thought about bringing up before.
Because you guys weren't there when you were being raised, so you don't know how she was raised or how you were raised.
Yeah.
So like you're learning like, oh,
Did you eventually find things in the middle? Like
Yeah, you do. You
Okay.
do. And you kind of learn what is actually important to you and things that you can like compromise on, you know. There's still stuff where she's like, I don't know if I agree with that. And I'm like, all right, well, let's talk about it, you know. We got to figure it out. And I think things that she, after talking to me, realizes, okay, maybe it's not that serious.
Okay.
You know, maybe I am being a little too like protective of this or whatever. You know,
That's good advice.
yeah, man. Just you're gonna be relearning each other under a different light. So you know, same. Be patient. Be nice.
Yeah.
You
Hey, that's
know?
good advice. I've never heard that. That was
This is stuff I'm also figuring out in real
Now,
time.
yeah.
You know, especially with the two. Look, I say this too. You're gonna feel so tired with the first one, but when you have two, you're gonna be like, God, shit was easy when we had one. You know.
crazy. So just have one. Just have one. You're saying.
I mean, look, but also now that they're both like my wife said, now that one's in school and one is like able to actually communicate with us and he's like so funny and they can play together. Now I look at them playing together. I'm like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Shit. I'm an only child, so I never had the sibling experience. I don't understand how any of that works. So now that I see them actually playing together and getting along, and this is like what she has always wanted. She's like, I want them to have like a little built-in bestie.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I see it, and I see how good of a sister Veyda is to her little brother. I'm like, oh, okay, this is nice. Especially since I'm gonna just yap, all right? I feel like because I was just so in love with my daughter from the jump, I think if we didn't have my boy, she might have grown up to be a very just entitled, annoying ass girl because I
Like you,
never,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
like me, just a little, just everything I want, right? Because I didn't want to tell her no to anything. You know what I'm saying?
course.
I just wanted to just always just give her everything all the time.
That's your girl, dog.
Because that's my baby
Yeah,
girl.
exactly. I feel like it's gonna be me, bro.
Bro, you know, that's just how I was. And yeah, I was still, you know, I didn't want her to be like a little bit, but I was also very much, she was the princess, right?
Yeah.
And now with my boy, not that he's like a prop in her main character story, but because he's the too. But like because of him, I need to be like, hey, Veyda, no, share. You know, no, you can't do that right now. You can't have that right now. So she's learning, oh, I don't get everything I want all the time.
Yeah.
So I feel like it was a good balance for me as a father because I have trouble putting my foot down. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. How was the transition for her? Like, was she jealous of the attention that her brother was getting when she got everything?
I'll tell you this, bro. Okay, now it's great. I mean, of course they have their, no, this is mine. No, cute, get off, leave me alone. You know, that type of shit. But in the beginning, we thought, oh my God, how cute. Brought my boy home from the hospital. Veyda was probably like barely 2 at the time. She's like, She was like, you know, like touching him and like looked great. She wanted to hold him. And then there was like a month or 2 period where she would like Hulk out on him and we didn't know why. Like she would 1 second would be just walking by him and he'd be like sleeping, like just laying down on the floor, and then she would just like stomp on his face. Oh, and he would just be, we're like, what the f-? And she would like scratch his face. His passport pictures, he has little cuts on his face from her scratching him. And like she saw that picture recently. She was like, what happened to Q's face? I'm like, baby girl, you did that.
And what was the reason? It's just like
Literally
probably
no reason.
it's probably just internally like, oh, hey, like taking my parents.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here, right?
Yeah.
So we were like we were concerned for like a month because we wouldn't even let, like, every time she got close to him.
You wouldn't let her alone with him.
Yeah, we were like,
Yeah.
oh shit, what's she gonna do?
Yeah.
And then sometimes we'd be like, oh, it's fine. She's just petting him, and then all of a sudden she would like chomp on his toe. We'd be like, yo. So there was that.
Yeah.
But we moved past it. We got past it. It's all good now. They love each other.
Yeah,
it's all
yeah.
good.
Well, how did you fix it? She just got over it, or
It's
more...
hard because like how much does like the 2-year-old really understand?
Yeah,
so I tried.
exactly.
I tried so much to be like, Veyda, no, like I really tried to sit her down. Like, no, this, like, if you do this, it hurts, and this and that, and like I think one time I was trying to give her a talk, and she like scratched me. I was like, oh, what do I do?
You gotta bite her toe and be like, look, this is what it feels like.
Yeah, exactly, right? Just bite it off.
No. Like, now you won't forget.
Now you got a limp. Yeah, man. It was a struggle, but and she eventually just got over it. I don't know.
You ever envision them, like, sometimes you, like, you know, you daydream and kind of envision what they would be like as a teenager, like how you would interact with them, like, oh, you know, you got a car now, what are you doing with the car?
Yeah, all the time. I
Yeah.
can't wait. I can wait. I want to wait.
Yeah.
But I for sure think about them. I know they're gonna be hilarious, and I think it's gonna be fun, and I can't wait to like embarrass them in front of their friends, like shit
Yeah.
like that. Like I fast forward to, you know, just playing my music really loud up in front of their friends, and like, Dad, oh my God, this is so cringe, or whatever the kids are saying. This is so splangs.
Splangs.
Dad, you're so splangs, dude.
What does that mean?
That's the 10 years from now? That's the 2036 slang, dog. You're so splangs, dude. God.
And she's gonna clap back. Man, you saw pick and pop.
Yeah,
That's pick and pop, Dad.
that's Gen whatever slang, dog.
So, wait, what are their ages now?
Veyda is 4 going on. She'll be 5 in February.
Jeez.
And then Q will be 3 in March.
It really goes by fast. It really does.
It goes by so fast.
Oh, man.
It's true. It's everything that people say is true. Say it goes by fast, you know, enjoy it. But it's true, man. It's like you get so tired and you're like irritated all day, and then you finally get to lay in bed, and then you're like, oh, look at pictures of them from the day. You know what I'm saying? You're just looking at pictures of them. I'll have to do a trip where I'm doing a show or whatever.
Yeah.
And even though, I'm like joking, I'm like, yeah, I get to go fucking turn up without the kids, right? I just lay in the hotel and just look at pictures of the kids before I go to strip club and shit, you know.
No, even in Toronto, bro, we would just hang out. It was like, yeah, you want to see a picture of our daughter?
Yeah.
It's like randomly, bro.
Yeah, I know, and I get really competitive too. Like I was on set for something the other day, and somebody had seen a picture of someone else's kid on their phone, and I was there, and they're talking about it. I was like, I have kids too. Look at mine. Yeah, bro, it goes by fast. And it's so fun. It's so fun. You're gonna be tired, but it's so great.
Okay.
What do you guys call each other home, you and Chia?
Babe,
Okay.
just babe.
Because I saw a post at this like new parents. They were like, we always thought it was weird when couples called each other mom and dad, and then they realized why they did that, because the dad would come home and they'd be like, hey babe, and then not say hey dad, because they're so used to hearing that. So that's why parents do that. My parents do that.
So you just made me realize 100%. All of that because we still babe, but we also every once in a while I'll be like, mom, can you something like, mom, can you grab this, but also Veyda every once in a while will be like, babe, babe, can I have some milk, please? Because she hears me and Chia, you know. She's also in the habit of doing this. Tim. Tim. Can we watch K-pop Demon Hunters, Tim?
It's such a good movie.
It's so good.
So
I know.
good. I remember the first time I experienced something like that, I was with Michael Alvarado, and when he had his daughter.
Yeah.
And then Zyla was calling me babe, and she's like, babe, babe. And he's like, I don't know why she's calling you that. She doesn't call anybody that. And I was like, what? And I was like, do I look like somebody that you guys call babe or something?
Yeah.
Well, I don't understand.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, that's what it is. That's why.
Yeah.
My parents still do it. Yeah. I mean, even today, they're like, Dad. My mom's like, Dad, food's ready.
Yeah. Oh, my parents do it too.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah, now it makes sense. I always never even give it thought. And I'm like, oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Next time you see your dad, you go, you should go, Adam.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Like, what? I don't think I've ever called him Adam like once.
bro.
Yeah, he would be like, what?
You should just see what happens.
And what else is funny is
Yeah.
like, so we called Veyda a mama. We still call her mama sometimes. Like, oh mama, you know, come this and that. And you know, and Chia is mommy. And I think one time I called her. I was like, okay, mommy, something like that. And she was like, I'm mama. Mommy is mommy. I was like, oh, you right. My bad.
She's so funny, bro.
She's so funny. She's hilarious. And yeah, every day is fun, man. It's new shit, especially when they start going to school. They come back and say random things you like. Where did you get this from?
Yeah.
And yeah, it's
Are
all
they in school like right now? Like get this hour right here?
literally right. Oh, Veyda has been picked up at this point.
Oh.
She's just getting out of her little preschool class.
Oh.
And her teachers were saying exactly what I thought, man. Because yesterday was picture day.
Oh.
And you know, so we asked her what she wanted to wear, you know, and she was like, blue hoodie. We're like, okay, cool. So she's in her blue hoodie because she likes her blue hoodie. So I pull up to school, and like all the little girls are in fucking sparkly dresses and shit, and Veyda's in her blue hoodie and leggings chilling. And I was talking to the teacher about like how funny that is, and her teacher's like, you know what? But that's what we love about Veyda, you know? She marches to the beat of her own drum, and I'm like, yeah. So, my baby girl.
She didn't see the other girls and be like, dang, I should have wore a dress. She was happy? Still?
No, she was chilling.
Cool.
She didn't care, which I love.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
that's perfect. That's awesome.
Yeah, because that was a thought too. I'm like, oh shit, is she gonna feel like, oh man, I wish I would have worn a dress? But she'll ask her now. She'll be like, I'm kind of over dresses.
Oh, yeah.
So you know, she wants her hoodie, and that was great. And her teacher was like, you know, Veyda's kind of like 14-year-old in a 4-year-old body. I'm like, I knew that. I knew that at home, but I didn't know if she was, you know, projecting that to everybody.
Yeah.
And it's scary, man. They grow up so fast. They know so much. She's so smart.
Man, dude. Oh. Did you have a baby shower for either?
No.
No?
We didn't, because we didn't feel like it.
Oh.
We didn't
You had
feel like
COVID. You probably couldn't.
No,
Yeah.
there was COVID. There was that.
True.
And also, but with Q, we didn't either. We just, you know what? We just kind of, Chia is a very much like, if she cannot see people, she will go with that option. Unless it's like just a couple homies.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been great to get a bunch of free stuff and money and stuff. But she was like, meh.
Yeah.
What about baby moon? You guys do baby moons?
Let's see, we had our honeymoon. Did we do the baby moon? We didn't do a baby moon either, man. We just, we've been chilling.
Yeah.
I'm
Chill,
thinking
you
about
gotta
doing an
chill.
engaged moon.
I know, you mentioned that on our podcast. You should, you know what, go do all the moons.
Yeah, bro.
Why not? Because once these goddamn kids come, bro, you don't go nowhere, man.
I mean, you got what, like 10 years until you can just, chill, right? Teenage. When's it they go teenagers?
Well, you know what? What you mean, like to travel?
Travel, do your thing.
At this point,
Together?
Veyda is a great traveler. Okay, at 4, solid. We could easily, and she wants to too. She's like, I miss the airport. She loves hotels. Like she enjoys it, and she's easy. Give her some crayons or the iPad. She's chilling, right?
Yeah.
Q, my boy, he's 2, but he's like he's like this. So he's like 2 years old, and he's girthy as hell. Wait, let me not hold this and say girthy. But he's 2, and he's a dense boy, right? So he's everywhere, just crawling around. And he gets like antsy, and he's also sweaty. And he just wants to move. And so he was like a struggle. But I think once they're around, when he's 3 and she's 5, I think it'll be. We'll take a little trip. Yeah, I need to go to Tokyo or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say Japan. Yeah, be nice.
Yeah.
Have you been on a trip like all together?
Just to Canada to visit the in-laws.
Ah, okay, got it.
So it's like, a day of a couple flights, but not like any extensive, no flight to Thailand or anything like that yet.
But you would go to Thailand, yeah.
I feel like my Thai side should meet the kids eventually at some point. It's just such a long flight.
Yeah. When was the last time you were there?
And jet lag for kids. I wonder what that's
Oh.
gonna be like.
Struggle, bro. Even taking Veyda to Hawaii the first time, because it's like a 3-hour
Yeah.
time difference, and she was 2-ish at the time. And it was a struggle, dog, because because by 3 p.m. she's exhausted, ready to sleep, so we can't go anywhere. And then she's up at 3 a.m.
Oh,
yeah.
And so we can't. So then we're up with her, and ain't shit to do at 3 a.m. But like, put on the hotel TV, and it's not the show she likes because there's no Netflix.
Yeah.
So it was it wasn't fun, but now it would be. We gotta figure it out.
What you will.
Let's go
Where? Hawaii?
somewhere.
Japan, dude.
Yeah, I want to. That was my bucket list. It was on my list 2020. I was like, baby girl, we going to Tokyo this year. Let's do it. And then the goddamn pandemic happened.
You should revisit. We went to Japan for the first time together, and
It was our first time out of the country.
Yeah. And
It was a long time ago, yeah.
I feel like you didn't like it.
I think it was just we were there for work too,
Yeah,
so
that's
it wasn't
true.
like a lot of time, and we'd never been out of the country, so the currency was like confusing, and then the talking to people, like not as many people speak English as you would think over there, so I was like,
Bro, you got to go to Singapore.
Oh.
Because Singapore, their first language is English. So super easy to get around out there. It's clean as hell. Food is bomb. You got mad fans out there for sure. I mean, I don't know if you want that when you're traveling, but have y'all been?
No.
Dog,
No.
Singapore's so lit. It like you go to certain places and it looks like you're on like another planet.
what's the
because-
place to go there? What's like the main place people go
Well, like to stay
in Singapore?
Because
Yeah.
there's like the Marina Bay Sands, the hotel that has like the crazy
Well,
The
where
ship-
in Singapore is that?
the ship
Yeah.
hotel where it has the what's the pool that has the
Infinity?
pool.
Infinity pool.
Yeah, like if you've watched Crazy Rich Asians, it's like that because that's where it takes place.
Oh, wow.
How's the currency exchange? It's cheaper over there, just like the Philippines.
It's not as cheap as the Philippines because like Singapore, they got money. They got like, but it's actually not gonna lie, Singapore's probably like expensive, but it's fun.
Well, we're going to Thailand for the first time
Yeah,
soon.
yeah.
I've never been there.
Oh.
Dog, you guys are gonna love it. It's
Yeah?
so fun. It's so lit. The dollar exchange rate is great. You're gonna be able to eat like kings for like a couple American dollars.
Yeah.
They love foreigners. Everybody just wants to have a good time. It's not like a country where they're like, oh god, Americans. Like Thai people just really want to show people a good time. Food is fire. Beach is amazing. Weather's amazing. Ladyboy's beautiful.
Yeah, I was about to say, are there as many ladyboys there than I see on like social media?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
like
it's not
that.
like they're, it's not like it's all ladyboys. And look, when we say ladyboys, that is what Thai people call them, okay? This is not a politically incorrect thing. That is what the Thai people call their transsexuals out there.
And that's what
right?
they call themselves too. Like, it's not like
Yeah.
a derogatory thing.
Yeah.
I was explaining that to somebody recently about the Philippines because he was like, "Yeah, I heard about the Philippines, and we had a mutual friend that wants to move there." And I was like, "Yeah, it's awesome." I was like, "But it's a third world country, and also they don't be offended, but." If you go to Starbucks, if you go anywhere and they like you're talking to somebody, they're gonna call you ma'am, sir. And then he was like, "Why?" I was like, "Just to be safe." I don't know. And then he's like, "But what, ma'am, sir?" I was like, "Yeah, but it's not bad. It's like saying sir or ma'am, but they just say them both."
That makes sense.
And then
Cover all your
there's
bases.
little
yeah.
things like that. Yeah.
Well, you been to the Philippines though?
Oh, a lot. Yeah.
Okay, Thailand, similar vibes.
Okay.
I think similar vibes. If you've been to the Philippines and you had a good time, I think
I love the
you will
Philippines.
feel like at home in
Yeah.
Thailand. You going too?
No.
Oh, you about to have a baby.
Yeah, well, yeah, baby. I wish.
How long you guys going to Thailand for?
We're probably for like a week, but this company they asked if they could take engagement photos for us, and we're like, sure. But we're going and they want to take it as if it's like for the wedding. So we're going to be wearing tuxes and like a bride's thing.
Oh.
And it's like super high end. And then they're going to take care of everything. So it's just like, we're like, sure.
Dope.
Yeah. So everything's taken care of. And we're like,
Nice.
okay, why wouldn't we go? Yeah. All they want to do is like, I think collab on a post or something. That's it.
Hell yeah.
When are you leaving?
Probably sometime in January after holidays, maybe February, January. Yeah.
The weather's nice in January in Thailand,
Yeah.
yo?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I looked it up. I
Oh,
did the
you did?
research. Yeah. They gave us a whole
Wow.
list of places all around the world, and we're like, which one's the best for January? And Thailand was the number one.
Wow.
It's gonna be so fun.
Yeah.
My wife's cousin recently went there on a solo trip, and she went for like 3 weeks, and she's like, "I want to move here." She fell
Yeah.
in love with it. You're gonna love it. Dog.
Okay.
You're gonna love
I'm
it.
not coming back.
Have you seen White Lotus?
No.
The third season's in Thailand.
And is that what is White Lotus? It sounds like it's like a
He
stressful.
hasn't seen it, so irrelevant.
We're good.
Move on.
But is it like a good thing? Like I feel like
No, it's good.
Oh, I thought White Lotus is kind of like Black Mirror or something,
no,
where it's
no,
like
no.
it's intense.
No, I haven't seen it, but I've heard about it, of course. And I've been meaning to watch, especially because Lisa's in the third season. It's funny because my parents could never ever would never give a fuck about White Lotus or even heard of it. But as soon as like they found out it's in Thailand, oh, you should watch White Lotus. Oh, it's shooting in Thailand. I'm like, okay, cool. Lisa's in it. She's Thai. I'm like, yes, I know. You guys tell me every time. I know that.
Yeah, it's good. Watch it. We
Well,
get a sneak peek.
How do you feel? You feel like you're more prepared to be a father?
Yeah, I feel like I'll find out when it's there. You can only be so prepared, right, Tim?
That's facts. I didn't read no books.
I read a lot.
But I'll tell you this. It will automatically feel natural. Because I had never even really held a baby until my baby.
Oh wow!
Like I'd probably held like one baby up until like I had my kids, and Chia was shocked at how one time I was like changing the baby, or I was holding the baby or something, and she was like, "You're such a good dad." She's like, "You know what? I'm like, no offense, but like I'm so surprised because
I think I'm so turned on right now.
that too." She's like, "I'm so surprised," and she just was bent over. But she just, I think, in the back of her mind, she was a little maybe concerned, worried, because I didn't grow up with siblings. I didn't grow up with little baby cousins. Like I had no experience with babies, and I think, especially when it's your baby, all you want to do is just be the best dad, So all you want to do is just take care of this little creature and make sure it's alive and living the best life. So you will something will click and you're gonna be great, man.
Yeah. How was the first diaper? I heard that one's like really bad. Like it's horrible smelling.
No, here's the thing. The first initial poops, when all they're having is like breast milk and formula or whatever.
Yeah.
They're just like wet and like goopy, but they don't necessarily stink. They kind of smell just like, I don't know, like maybe like a little like sour, but not stinky. Okay.
Like cheese.
Cheesy-ish,
Sour
I guess.
cream, yeah.
I guess. And then pee diapers smell like instant ramen.
Oh.
It's so weird.
So you get hungry.
A little bit. Now that I've said that, you're gonna smell your first pee diaper and you're like, Tim was right. Because David So told me that shit, and I was like, you crazy. I was like, oh, he's right. But once they start eating solid foods, like real food, like that's when the shit gets like, oh, this is real shit. This is like poop.
Yeah.
And that's when it gets stinky, and that's when it gets crazy.
Still wet?
It's wet and chunky and wet,
Okay.
depending.
When does that start happening? Like solid foods?
5 months maybe?
I forget. Something
Yeah.
like that. Something like that. You read the books.
Yeah. 5 months.
Yeah. And then they just start getting the poops getting crazy, bro. Like I couldn't believe. Like I felt like my daughter was taking grown man.
No.
I would change the diaper and I'm like, how? And the other day we were at Legoland, and she's 4 now, right? So mind you, she's still little. But we're playing in a pool, and she's like, I have to poop. Like, and then so my wife took her in the bathroom, false alarm, took her back in the pool. She splashed around for a little bit. She was like, oh no, I have to poop. I'm like, okay, cool. Ran to the bathroom, took her in there. She pooped, and she got up, and I was like, holy, this is the biggest. This is crazy.
This is the same size as you.
Yeah, I was like, Veyda, how did you? This is crazy.
This
She's
is
like,
impressive.
she was like, Dad, take a picture. I was like, yeah, yes. And I got a picture of it right before the instant flush took it. It was so close to being gone.
way.
It's crazy how big this was.
This is the size of your brother's arm.
Yeah, no, it's bigger, dude. It was like the size of like from beginning to end. It was probably like, I don't know, if
Like,
you take
spell out her name.
It was crazy, dog. That shit blew my mind. I was so proud.
Okay.
And what's funny is she heard me like be so proud of it that she's like, in her head, she's like, this is like, I did something cool,
I did
right?
something great.
Yeah.
So like Chia's friend was over the other day, and she's like, Daddy, show her the picture of my poop from Legoland. And I was like, oh, do you? I told her the whole story. I'm like, do you want to? She's like, yeah, kind of actually. So
That is crazy, bro.
it's wild.
So how old were you and Chia when you like the first and the second baby?
Let's see. Well, I'm 28 now, so I think I was 35 when I had Veyda, when we had Veyda.
Okay.
And Q, so that means 37 when we had Q.
And you guys are the same age?
She is 3 years younger.
Oh, so she was 32. And then she was 34.
Yes.
No.
Oh, you think
Wow.
that's why it was harder for the second one? Or no?
I mean, it's possible.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
You never know.
Yeah.
You know what
Wow,
my
I can't believe I just
biggest...
told you guys how old I was. Ugh.
Oh, 28, yeah.
Wow.
You know what my biggest fear is for Roy having a baby? Is he's not... Like, so I've had friends that have babies, and I'm always pitching myself. I'm like, yo, I had a little brother. I grew up. I was 12. I grew up with him. I raised him. And then my fiance, she's a babysitter back in the day. So we got you. And they never freaking hit us up. They never. I'm like, yo, let me take a night shift. You guys sleep. Let me take a night shift. I'll stay up. I'll fuck up my sleep schedule just to do this. And so I'm like, because like I feel like we're probably gonna be the same way. We're gonna be like, nah, we got it. It's our baby. But like, I want to.
You're worried we won't hit you up? Is that
Yeah.
No, man. I think
Like,
here's
did you ever have like a family member come over and take a night shift, or be like, oh, here, like, because I go to my friends' houses now, and like after the baby's born, and in the daytime, they're always trying to pass off that baby, like, here,
Right.
here. And then when we're done, we're like, oh, here you go, and then they're looking at each other, like, and they're like, no.
I think, so yeah, here's the thing. It's like, especially when you start to get into your routine of how you like to do things, you do get cautious of like, do I want to leave my baby with this person? Right?
Yeah.
And, even as far as like my parents are like older, you know what I'm saying? My dad's like, he had me when he was 35. So he's like 70 something, right? But he also just like, they are tired. You feel me? So they'll tell us like, hey, you should leave the babies with us for a day, and then they come over and play for like an hour. I'm like, God, you are exhausted right now, and so it's like I don't know if we necessarily want to leave the babies for a whole ass day. You know what I'm saying? And also it's like, and they're also super stubborn. We tell them, hey, okay, here's how we do things: eat at this time. Don't give them this, do this. And my dad's like, okay, we'll see. I'm like, you know what? That is not encouraging. That doesn't make us want to leave the babies with you.
Do they live close?
30 minutes, maybe.
Okay.
So it's like, I think at this point we're comfortable with the situation of like, hey, come bring us my mom's amazing food, come play for a little bit, and they just let us do our thing. You know what I'm saying? Because there was a time, it almost was it was a struggle where they had their ideas of things they wanted to tell us how to do with our baby, and we're like, guys, that's not how we doing it. And we were butting heads about it. I feel like, okay, look, if I got any advice for you, the in-laws, I don't know how y'all are with your in-laws, but your parents are gonna have things that they want to tell you, but that you should do. Okay. And you're not going to agree with everything. And that is probably one of the biggest struggles that we had, right? Where my dad, they would do things and I'm like, actually, you're not really supposed to. Like, my mom would be like, put the Vicks on. I'm like, actually, mom, this Vicks, it says, no, you're not supposed to put this Vicks. They got baby Vicks, and it's like, and they'll say like, oh, but we did that with you and you're fine. I'm like, 40 years ago, man. Yeah. It's changed, dog. It's not the same, bro.
We have robots to put the Vicks on now.
Yeah, exactly, Dad, people research some shit. I'm lucky I didn't get cancer from this shit, okay? You did a great job raising me. I'm grateful, but also, you're going to have things that you want to tell them and they are not going to like that, right? So,
was it difficult setting those boundaries? And like
it was like I probably have the biggest fight I've ever had with my dad was discussing the babies.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And but eventually either if you figure it out.
Yeah.
But like that was a struggle for sure, especially with I don't know what your relationship with your parents, but I have a great relationship with my parents, but my mom can be, when you disagree with her, it's not fun.
My mom's gonna be just like that. She's gonna be like, "No, this is how you do it." I'm like, "Mom, no, I like. That's why I have. You see this? That's why I have that."
Yeah, bro.
It's gonna be rough.
Yeah, right. If it wasn't cancer, it's some deep-seated shit that we haven't dealt with because we didn't go to therapy. So I don't know, man. So there's that. I would say. Keep that in mind.
Okay, cool. Those mainly just relationships with your partner and relationships with the parents that kind of have to figure it out as the baby grows and life goes.
I feel like the older you get, the more stubborn and set in your ways.
Yeah.
So that's when when you become a grandparent, and then you're like, no, I know how to do this. I've done it so many times, and like, I know. So it's hard. It's hard.
Sure.
And like Chia's parents are, they're a little younger, like probably 10 years younger. They're great. They listen to us, they come over, they fucking they when they're over. I mean, it's few and far between because they're in Canada, but when they come over, it's great, And hey, mom and dad, you guys are great too. I'm just saying, if you listen a little more, that'd be better. But yeah, man. So you never know.
Well, I'm really good at following instructions because I house sit for them sometimes. I dog sit, and they
You
have
do?
a big whiteboard, and I tell them I need the instructions because that's what I look to. So they give me very specific instructions, and I always follow all of them.
Just trying to pitch right now, guys.
No, and I will say this: I think if you really want to present yourself as somebody that they can trust with their children, just be around a lot and play with the kids.
Yeah.
Make sure the kids are comfortable with you.
Yeah.
Because that's the main thing. Like our nanny, we have a nanny. She's fucking great. She has to listen to everything we say because we pay her. But she's one of the people we're like, yeah, we could leave both of our babies with the nanny, and we feel great about it. You know what I'm saying? So even tonight, me and Chia are gonna get some dinner and at a restaurant. We haven't done that in a while.
Nanny, how was that last one? How was the nanny? Because I was talking to Jason Lee from Jubilee. Yeah, it was like, we had like a serious we talked to like 20 people, and then they narrowed it down to 3, and then they like brought it down, talked to them for like an hour, and then they narrowed it to 1 person. Was it that strenuous for you and Chia to find a nanny?
What ours kind of worked out just like the planets aligned. My barber was giving me a haircut, and I was just kind of discussing, as you do with your barber, just talk about life. I was like, hey, man, we're kind of looking for a nanny. He was like, oh, well, my girlfriend, she has experience doing blah, blah, blah.
Oh.
And she sent over her, her little resume, and then we both got together for a little double date, had lunch to see if they vibed, and they vibed. So we were like, let's try it out. And she's been our nanny since Q was a baby, 2 years now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. She's
Wow.
great.
Dang, I got to start praying one before I nap, dude. That thing works, huh?
Dear God.
Oh, a nanny, I got it.
All right. Well, I feel like I learned a lot, and you learned a lot.
Yeah.
And yeah, so thank you for bestowing.
You're welcome, guys. Look at me. Text me whenever, man. If you
anytime, bro.
You too, man. Hey, marriage advice.
Yep.
Babies.
I will.
There. Thailand.
Yeah,
suggestions.
I will. Thailand for sure. Yeah,
Let me know. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, thank
cool.
you.
All
Thanks,
right.
Tim.
You're welcome,
See?
guys.
Bro.
What's his last name? No.
You say it.
You say it.
You say it.
Chatang
Chanta Ragu.
No! Dang it!
Growing up, I got Tim Chattanooga, Tim Chimichanga.
I'm sorry.
Tim
We should be
chanted the
laughing.
wrong song.
Well, it was Delegado for the first 10 years I knew you, and then you just decided to change it.
Well, hey, forgive me for growing up.
I'll get it in 10 years. I'll figure it out in 10 years.
Chant the wrong suit. It don't matter.
Chantarangsu, got it. Is it right accent?
Yes, you did.
Chantarangsu.
Perfect.
Ah.
All right. Thank you, Tim Chatarangsu.
Thank you, guys.
Or Tim
And
Chimichanga.
congrats again to both of you.
Thank you.
Spread